Atomic Blonde stars Charlize Theron, James McAvoy, and Sofia Boutella, and is directed by David Leitch, and pretty much focuses on a MI6 agent played by Charlize Theron who's sent to Berlin on the eve of the wall's collapse in order to try to track down a list of double agents. And that's me looking at the Wikipedia entry because the plot, I'll get more into it, but let's just say it's a little complicated. So this movie is something that, when I saw the trailers for it, my reaction was, okay, this could be a fun action thriller. Maybe nothing special, but definitely entertaining, to say the least. And I like Charlize Theron a lot. I love a lot of the actors in this movie, like her, James McAvoy, Sofia Boutella. Even though she did The Mummy, I still like Sofia Boutella. And it does have a unique look to it, so this could end up being something really good. And this movie was pretty much exactly what I imagined it to be. In some points, I'm a little disappointed, but in other points, I was well beyond satisfied. Let's talk about the positives first of all. The action scenes in this movie are spectacular. They are some of the most spectacular action scenes I've seen this year. And what I love about it is that there's no gimmicks. There are no quick cuts. There's no shaky cam. There's no close-up shots. It does not suffer at all from the Batman Begins syndrome. All the action is clear. You can see it, and it is brutal. There are several points in this movie where I was on the edge of my seat, and sometimes my jaw dropped. It's that spectacular and amazing. The movie does have a very unique style to it. It takes place in 1989, as I said, on the eve of the collapse of the Berlin Wall. And because it's set near the end of the Cold War, it has a very cold look to it, in the best way possible. In fact, this movie was actually based off a graphic novel called The Coldest City, and it provides one of the other big strengths of the movie in terms of its stylistic look. It's a gorgeous looking movie, and whenever I think of Atomic Blonde, if I just say the name and not see any trailers or promotional images, the two colors that come immediately to mind are white and baby blue. And I just love that whenever I say the name of a movie, I immediately think of a certain style to it that just sticks with me. You also have some good performances in here. Nothing spectacular, but your main lead actors, Charlize Theron, James McAvoy, and Sofia Boutella, really are entertaining to watch. Charlize Theron, on most occasions, is an incredibly talented actress, and in this movie, she fits perfectly for this kind of role, and feels like she put more effort into this than she did with Fate of the Furious, where that movie, it seems like she pretty much did that to get a new house. And then you got James McAvoy, who's always fun to watch. He's probably the one actor out of the whole group that has the most energy, though he's not in the movie for very long. And Sofia Boutella is really good as well. And I'm just going to say this without spoiling anything. There is a scene in this movie involving Charlize Theron and Sofia Boutella. And if you thought the scene with Natalie Portman and Mila Kunis in Black Swan made you all hot and bothered, you ain't seen shit until you've seen Atomic Blonde. If you've seen the movie, then you probably know what I'm talking about. And I know I might come across as a pig for saying that, but whoo boy, that is a scene. The music is also spectacular. It has a really creative and catchy score, and the song selections for the soundtrack are also great as well. I mean, there's been a lot of movies this year that have really great soundtracks. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Baby Driver, I'll kind of throw Kong Skull Island in there, and now Atomic Blonde. This movie doesn't quite take advantage of the soundtrack the way Baby Driver does, but it's still very well done and helps play into the film's style. And the key thing with this movie is definitely style over substance. The movie's plot is pretty generic. It's something that we've seen a couple times before, yet it's told in a very complicated manner. There are a lot of points in this movie, as you watch it, you'll go, wait a minute, what's going on here? Like, wait, didn't you just die? I'm so confused right now. The way the movie is told, it's told via flashback, where the beginning of the movie has Charlize Theron's character being debriefed, and basically everything that plays out in the movie is her recapping her mission. I'm just not a big fan of that cliche at all. It's just kind of lazy, and it's an attempt to try to make the plot a little less complicated than it actually was. In fact, all of these debriefing scenes feel like something that they added in during reshoots. I'm not sure on that, I'm not going to assume anything, but it just definitely has that feel of, oh man, we've made a movie where the plot doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We gotta put in these scenes to try to make it make sense. So I'm not a big fan of the storytelling, and there is one action scene in this movie that is all one take, and you just sit there on the edge of your seat with your jaw open, marveling at how amazing it is. And that's not a criticism at all. The criticism that I'm about to give actually comes in after this one long shot cuts. And that is, this movie feels very slow. It loses its pace as soon as that big action scene ends. And it feels like there's a million endings going on to where you're just wondering, okay, I think we can wrap this up soon. When's it ending? But overall, I don't have much else to say after that. Yes, it is style over substance, but the style is so strong that I can really forgive a lot of the movie's shortcomings. It is flawed, no question about that. But again, it looks beautiful. The soundtrack and score fit perfectly with the look of the movie. The action scenes are amazing. And given that this is the guy who co-directed John Wick, I would expect nothing less, and it makes me feel confident in Deadpool 2. If this guy can deliver amazing action scenes, then I think Deadpool 2 is in the right hands. The actors do a good job, it's very entertaining, even if it slows down after that one action scene. So, on the whole, I'd say it's a good movie. Not a great movie overall. I might buy it on Blu-ray when it comes out just for the action scenes, but I'm in no rush to really see this movie again. Since we're coming to the end of the summer, if you're looking for a movie that's a little more grounded, but you still want something that will entertain you, I think you can do no wrong with Atomic Blonde. It's really entertaining. I dug it a lot, even with its shortcomings. And that's my review for Atomic Blonde. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below and tell me what your thoughts are on the movie, if and when you've seen it. And also, I'd like to say that I am now on the Stardust app. Basically, it's this app where you can do short reaction videos to movies, TV shows, trailers. A lot of people that I follow are on it, like Collider Video, Schmoes No, Clark Wolf, Late to the Party, John Roca. Definitely go check it out. I made a short reaction video for Atomic Blonde before I recorded this review, and I definitely can't wait to use this app in the future. So go check it out. Go find me on there, Real Mr. Robinson, because somebody stole the Real Mr. Robinson for their username. But until next time, this is the Real Mr. Robinson telling you there's only one.